Hello again, everyone. Last week, we began talking about Moses' story. We talked about how he was born, which is, a good start to his story, but we also talked about how God spared him from dying, even as a baby. We're going to fast forward to see one of Moses' two biggest flaws: wrath. See, Moses had a habit of getting angry, and it kind of got him in trouble. God still planned to make him a leader, and would later bring him to save God's people, the Hebrews. But as you'll see today, it was kind of a long journey. We can learn a lot from Moses' anger, and from the fact that even despite what he did in the story we're going to read, God still used him. Let's get into it. Moses was now a man. Raised in Egypt in the house of Pharaoh, he probably had life pretty good, but he was still intimately aware that he was born a Hebrew, one of the slaves. There came a day when Moses eventually made a choice between the Hebrews and the Egyptians. He saw one of the Egyptian taskmasters beating a Hebrew man. As an Egyptian, he could have walked away. But as a Hebrew, he chose to do something else. He attacked the Egyptian, struck him dead, and buried his body in the sand. He thought he had hidden his secret, but when he later tried to break up a fight between two Hebrew men, they asked him if he was going to kill them like he killed the Egyptian. He knew that people had found out. Then, Pharaoh found out. He was furious and ordered that Moses be killed. So, Moses fled, escaping Egypt into a country called Midian. In Midian, he helped a group of women get water for their flock of sheep. After some brief shenanigans about whether or not Moses would stay standing out in the desert all day, he had dinner with them. After some time, he married one, a woman named Zipporah, and started a family. Seems like a happily ever after, and if the story stopped here, it might be. But next week, we'll see that Moses' story doesn't end with his quiet life as a shepherd in Midian.